Thank y'all for tuning in. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Hey y'all, it's Destiny from I Am Destiny, and I am back with another video. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. Y'all are coming through. Like I don't even post like I used to, but y'all coming through with the subscriptions. We have surpassed 500 subscribers. That is a big milestone for me. We are slow growing channel. We're small. And yeah, y'all coming through for the girl. Let me fix this, y'all. I don't want to look too tacky. But yeah, so yeah, my mind went blank. Oh, this video is gonna be a 11 to 7 LPN shift. Like, what do we do in the shift on nights? Now, if you all have been following me a while, you may have seen my CNA videos when I posted a 7 to 3 shift. And I think I did 3 to 11. I want to say I did 3 to 11. But yeah, I did my eyebrows so uneven. My arms look big. It is what it is today. Anyway, we did, what did I do to my hair? We did a 7 to 3 CNA shift. We did a 3 to 11 CNA shift. But as you all know, I have recently, a year ago, upgraded to LPN. So now we're going to talk about the 11 to 7 task of an LPN. Now, this is not the same in every facility. This is just my facility. And I got it wrote down here, some of it. I think I got a paper in here too saying 11 to 7 tasks. They be running out though. They think 11 to 7 don't do nothing. They just be running out. I can't find it, but I think I got it wrote down on here. And we're gonna talk about, yeah, whatever. I don't see it, but I'm just gonna tell y'all what I got wrote down on here. Okay, so when you first get in, of course, you're gonna see what your assignment is, what hall you're on, who you're with, just see where you at. So when you get there, you get assigned to your card. You just already seen where you at, then you count. What you're doing is counting your narcotics. Some of you are nurses, you already know this. But you're gonna count your narcotics, make sure they're correct. Then once you count your narcotics, make sure they're correct. You get your keys, you let the other nurse go. Or I like to do this with the nurse. Some people wait till after they leave. Make rounds, walk rounds. Go make sure all your patients is breathing. Make sure nobody's on the floor. Make sure nobody is bleeding, especially if you got dialysis patients. Make sure all the shunts is fine. Feedings, make sure you got your feedings hung and you have enough to last you through your shift. Just do everything you gotta do to make sure your shift is easier and make sure everybody's good before you let the nurse go. All right. Once you got all that done, then you wanna do, this is just my facility. Every facility may not do this. We have a paper with a census on it. It lets you know everybody that's on that unit. It'll tell you if you got somebody out in the hospital. It'll tell you if somebody got an appointment. It'll just tell you who's there at that time. That's when you want to make your CNA schedule. That's what you want to make your CNA schedule based off of. Because say you got 24 patients. That's too good to be true. But say you got 24 patients and 2 CNAs. You need to make sure it's 10 and 10. I mean, shit, y'all, my bad. It's 12 and 12. Make sure you got 1 CNA with 12 patients, 1 CNA with 12 patients. It's 24 patients. And say 2 of your patients leave for whatever reason in the hospital, whatever, then you're going to split it 10 and 10. Just make sure it's always even and make sure it's always fair for your CNAs, okay? Once that's done, I like to make my vital sign sheet. I like to go on, make sure you look and see who you got a weekly chart on. My facility, we chart on Medicaid patients. What else going there? Like your acute chart and who's on antibiotics. I ain't said that already. Who got any med changes. Make sure you put all of those patients on the vital sign sheet because when you chart, you're gonna need their vital signs. So I make the vital sign sheet, and I like to go ahead. My facility requires 11 to 7 to do glucose testing, where you test the monitors with like fake blood and make sure that they're whatever. I do that. After that, I start a new census sheet. 11 to 7 is required to like basically make all the paperwork anew in my facility. So the census sheet, I updated for like if I come in on the 9th, 11 o'clock on the 9th, I'm gonna date all that paperwork for the 10th. Yeah, that's how we do it. And I do that. And I also start a new 24-hour report. And the way our 24-hour report works is, that's where, you know, I backed up when I say get the vital signs and you look and see who all on weekly antibiotic, all of that. Well, the 24-hour report has those people on there. So say for instance, I got a patient who started augmentin, which is an antibiotic. Let's say Miss Sue started at augmentin on Tuesday and she only gonna take it to Friday, whatever. Well, Friday will be technically completion day. You're gonna chart 3 days after, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You're gonna chart through Monday. That stays on there. After Monday, I take them off the 24-hour report. If that makes sense, whatever. Yeah, but that's what I do. I'll update that. So anybody that comes off, I take them off, and anybody that has a new med change, I put them on there. All right, and then I got this wrote down, so I'm reading off a list. And then I'm gonna start chart checks. 11 to 7 will be responsible for chart checks. Let me explain what a chart check is, because some people will just go through, sign a name, 24-hour chart check, and put the book back. Well, you go through the chart. Some facilities don't have charts anymore. Some of them is just full electronic. But in my facility, we have charts and we got chart checks. So you go through there, you look at physician orders. I'm talking with my hands, let me stop that. You go through and you look at physician orders. If there's no new order, you just put what time it is, the day, 24-hour chart check, and sign your name. If there's a new order in the chart and you're doing chart checks, what you want to do is make sure you read the order in the book. You go to the computer, make sure the order is in. If it's not in, you put it in. Well, most times they're in. You just make sure they're correct. Then you sign 24-hour chart check. Boom. That's done. The main thing about that is the 11 to 7 nurse is like, I'm going to say a third set of eyes. You got the first set. A lot of facilities, practitioners don't do this, but mine do. The practitioner write the order. That's the first set of eyes. Then you're going to have a nurse, probably on day shift for 3 to 11. More likely day shift. You're going to have a second nurse. Well, first nurse, that's going to be the second set of eyes. That's usually who's going to put the order in the computer. Then you have you, the 11 to 7 nurse, who's going to go behind both of them and check. Make sure everything's right. And you're going to write in the book chart check. Everything's right, you move on. Then I got 5 papers on here. That's just a malicious task that my facility does. I have to file papers. Whatever it is, I'm putting it where it go. And at this time, I like to also look and see what right now it's usually like 12:30. After all, I did all that. This is for 11 to 7 now. It's usually like 12:30, and I'm gonna start like looking and see who get like midnight meds or 1 o'clock meds, 2 o'clock meds, because my meds don't start till like 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna look and see who get 2 o'clock meds, and that's when I print out my appointment papers. And if I got patients going out to dialysis, I'll go ahead and start their dialysis paperwork after I do all that other stuff. That's what I'll do. Okay, charting. I hate charting. I hate charting. It ain't dumb. It's necessary, but I hate it, y'all. I hate charting. But let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about charting. So, I know some of y'all that watch me are already nurses, and I know some of y'all have never been nurses, you're in nursing school, and you just want to get an idea of what it's going to be like. It's so much charting. They can go to hell with all that charting. Anyway, so the way it works it's so much charting. Like, I'm trying to see where I can start it with the chart. Okay, mind you have little clicks you got to do in the computer. Like, if they're on psychotic meds, you got to click any side effects. You got to click all that off. You got to click off behaviors. And you got to pain. Like, my facility, we do pain monitoring. Like, you got to do all them clicks. You have some more. You might have some more unnecessary clicks you got to do. Click off everything. Once you done got everything clicked off, you get into your acute chart. And what I told you was on the 24-hour report sheet. All of that. Which will be your antibiotics weekly, your Medicare, your Medicaid patients. I'm looking down too if y'all want to know what I'm looking at. So here I got chart on antibiotics. Your patients that's on antibiotics, you want to chart on them throughout the duration of their antibiotics. And in my facility, we chart 3 days out, up to 3 days after. Chart that. Receive patient in bed, tolerating antibiotic well, go on. Vital signs. Left in bed, lowest position, side result times 2, copy within reach. We'll continue to monitor. This is just how I try. I keep it short and sweet. I don't got time for none of that because I'm the only nurse on my side and night shift. And there'd be 1,001 people to try it on. You want to try any new med changes. In my facility, if I got a patient who is, let's say they're getting Lantus 30, and then the next day I come in, they have increased it to Lantus 40 units. Then we're going to chart on that med change for 3 days. Vice versa. If they're on something and they come off of something, we're going to chart on it for 3 days. So, it's that charting, man. It gets me every time. And hopefully I have no falls. If falls are going on, you got to make sure you're keeping on top of your neuro checks. Neuro checks is usually if they have a fall and hit their head, or if they have a fall that's unwitnessed. Yeah. Y'all, I'm still a new nurse, so all of this stuff is like I'm still learning. But I think that's it. I think neuro checks is when you have an unwitnessed fall and a fall with the head injury. But you want to make sure you don't have any of those. And if you have any of those, you want to make sure that you're going behind your CNA. They're going to get your vital signs, but you need to go make sure they have equal. I don't know. I got a thing in here. Hold on, y'all. I got a paper in here to show y'all. I know I got a neuro check sheet. Yes, I do. Neuro check sheets look like this. So you have to fill out their name and then time, which neuro checks is going to be Q15, then Q30, and then Q hour, and then Q shift. But you want to make sure you got the blood pressure, pulse, respiration, pupils, the grip strength, level of consciousness, and then you have to put your signature. You have to do that every time vital signs are taken. As much as your CNA is taking vital signs, that's how many times you have to go do an assessment. A focused assessment. I can't stress how important it is to chart all behaviors as they occur. Like, if I got a patient at 12 o'clock that's throwing stuff across the room and hitting CNAs or nurses or any staff, I'm going to chart on it at 12:01 or 12 o'clock. I'm charting. You make sure you chart all that. Don't leave nothing behind, because when the time comes, if them folks hurt themselves or hurt staff, they want to know where this is coming from. So make sure you document everything. That way those people can get treated and get on the right meds and get seen about, because y'all, they don't know. They don't know what's going on. Like, they just know something ain't right. Them residents are literally confused. That's why they get combative. Most of the time. Some of them just mean, but most of the time they genuinely confused. And you want to keep documentation of that confusion and agitation so they can get treated with the medication or the type of care that they need. Make sure you document that. I can't stress how important it is to do that. Hopefully you don't have to send anybody out to the hospital, but if you have to send somebody out, I'll make a video on that too. 11 to 7, I'm sorry y'all, because I'm getting down to the end. But 11 to 7 also should check the cart and make sure we don't have any cart needs, because we have a little bit more downtime. I'm knock on wood. 11 to 7 is usually where the med pass isn't that bad. So make sure you order meds if you need meds. I'm the type of nurse, I don't care if I'm on night shift nurse. Sometimes I do 3 to 11, but I will order meds for every shift. If I feel like they need meds and ain't no meds to order, I'm gonna order it for every shift. Some nurses be like, I'm just gonna order the meds. I pass, but that ain't me. I'm gonna order it for every shift. So I like to check the cart, make sure we don't have any med needs. Y'all know I smoke. I go outside, smoke a little bit. Don't do that. But I start AccuChecks at about 5. Yeah. This is what I like to do. I like to get all my AccuChecks because I got like 17. I got like 17 AccuChecks I got to get every morning. I'm exaggerating. I can tell y'all right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna care. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm lying. I got like 14 to get, but that's still a lie. I got 14 AccuChecks to get. And then I start those about 5. I go and get everybody AccuCheck. That way, when I start my med pass, I already know how much insulin you're getting. And it don't take me long to get the AccuChecks, and it don't take me long to do the med pass. So if I go and check your get your AccuCheck and you 350, and I get ready to pop that pill, I'm already gonna give you. I already know what to give you. Hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. My husband walked in and he watching this show. I don't want to get that on there. I don't want to get that on there. But like I said, check the card. Make sure you don't have any med needs. And I already talked about the med pass because I like to give my medicine. I kind of forgot where I was when I stopped the video, but I like to give my own medicine and then just go and pull my insulin after I already got the AccuChecks. So it makes it easier on me when I do that. But yeah, if you all would like to know the shift of a 7 to 3 LPN, because I did 7 to 3. It's about half. I did 7 to 3 the longest. Like I did 7 to 3 for like 8 months, and then I did 3 to 11. I mean 11 to 7 the rest of the time I've been a nurse. So if y'all want to know about the 7 to 3 shift as an LPN, comment down below. It's a lot different. It's not too much different, but it is a lot different. And same as 3 to 11. 3 to 11. I hate that shift, but I'll still do a video on it. But let me know what you all want to see. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And like I said in the beginning, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. I'm finna start these videos. I'm finna come through with these videos. So I'll see you all next time. Bye.